What's going on, Rovers? This is Mr. Shalat back with another video. Today, we're going to continue on with our vinyl sticker project. Today's video is going to focus on if you want to use an image from Google rather than using Seek logo or some other vector type image. All right. So what if there's a picture that you want to grab off the internet and then create a sticker out of that? What is the process? What do you got to do? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start in Photoshop. So let me share out my screen. Okay. Now, as we jump into Photoshop, all right, I have already went through the process and cropped out Kanye West's head. Okay, so here is a picture that we grab off of Google. Remember, when you're on Google, you want to make sure you're searching under large images. The larger the image, the clearer the sticker is going to be in the end result. Okay, so then you want to take your magnetic lasso, go through the process of selecting the head. We're not going to do that here in this video. We've talked about that countless times throughout the semester. So once you have the head selected, you'll go up to the edit menu and you'll go ahead and copy this. Okay, now once you have this copied, you're then going to switch and start a new document. So we'll go up to File and New. Now, when we go to set up this new document, the window that you're looking at on your screen, you do not have to enter any settings. The settings will already be set based on what you have copied. All right, so the width and the height, your numbers will be different. That will be based off of what you have copied. But the only thing you have to change is where it says background contents. We need to set that as transparent. So we know transparency is the white with the light gray squares represented in Photoshop. That's what we need. We need a transparent background. I'll go ahead and hit create, and I'm going to go ahead and paste my image on there. You go up to edit and paste. Okay. And now we have Kanye on there. So you can move him up if you needed to. You could, spin him around a little bit and get him to be nice and straight. It's irrelevant if you do. Okay. As far as rotating it, because it's a sticker, you're going to end up applying it to whatever you want. It doesn't have to be straight on this particular document. All right, so we've got them on there, which is good, but we have a lot of wasted space. When we look at this particular document, okay, we have all this extra transparency. We don't need that, okay? So we're going to crop that out. Third tool down on the left, grab the corner and pull this in, okay? We're going to go ahead and crop our picture down. Once you're done, press return on your keyboard, or at the very top of the screen, you're going to hit the checkbox. Okay, now we need to save this. So what we're going to save this document as, all right, so we'll go to File, come down to Export, and export a PNG. When we export the PNG, we're going to go ahead and give this a name. We're going to call it Kanye -color, okay? Kanye -color. So whatever you're naming it, add the word color after it. Then we'll go ahead and hit save, all right? Then next, you're going to take your magic wand. Okay, second tool down on the right-hand side, press and hold, get your magic wand. You're going to get on the Kanye layer and then go ahead and select that background. Right now we have the background selected, but we want Kanye selected. So if we go up to the select menu and choose inverse, now Kanye is the one that is highlighted. Okay, we're actually going to fill him in solid color. Okay, so if we go up to the edit menu, I come down to fill. Okay. The fill color is going to be black. So basically, we're going to make a shadow out of whatever image it is that you're editing. All right. I'm then going to go ahead and save this. So I'll do a File, Export, export as a PNG. We'll call that Kanye -black. Kanye -black. So whatever it is, add the word black after it. We'll go ahead and save it. So we have the same file twice. All right, we now have our full color and just the black blob. That black blob is going to end up being our cut lines when we move over to Illustrator. Okay, so now we are going to switch gears and we're going to go over to Illustrator. All right, here in Illustrator, we'll go ahead and start a new document. The new document you're going to create, I tell students, click on print at the top, and then you're going to set this to inches. Okay. The size of the document, we want to make this way bigger than what the image actually is. So we'll just pick a nice round number. We'll make this 20 by 20. The numbers you select are irrelevant, but you want to make sure it is a big document because the image that you got from Google is a large image. So it might be a really big picture. If 20 by 20 don't work, make it 30 by 30. All right, so we'll go ahead and hit create. Here's our document. We're now going to bring in our picture of Kanye. So I'm going to literally just drag, close some of these windows here. Okay, so on our desktop, I'm going to drag my color photo of Kanye on the page, put that in the middle. Okay, as you can see, this is a 20-inch document that's taking up a lot of the real estate. Okay, if it doesn't fit, add an extra 10 inches to it to be able to accommodate the photo that you've selected. All right, then we're also going to bring in our black outline of Kanye. So we'll go ahead and bring that in. Okay. And you want to make sure that these are right on top of one another. So if you can do that with your mouse, great. If you have to use the arrow keys on your keyboard, you can do that as well. You just want to make sure it's centered. Okay. And now we're going to go through a couple things. So over here on the right, we're going to bring up our layers palette. Now our layers palette, if you don't have it, you go up to Window and come down to Layers. Okay, F7 on your keyboard activates it as well. So we need our layers palette. So here it is. I hit the down arrow on my layers palette. I've got two layers. I've got the Kanye layer, the color photo, and the black blob. We're going to turn off the color photo of Kanye. Okay, turn off the eyeball there. And we're going to focus on the other one. So we want to make sure we're on that layer. Okay, so I'm currently on the black layer of Kanye. That's what I'll be working with. We then want to go to our properties tab. Our properties tab is the very top one. It looks like a couple sliders. If you don't have it, go to Window and come down to Properties. Okay, that will bring it up. But Properties, it's on the right-hand side of your screen. It's definitely there. If you can't see it, go to Window and Properties. That will bring it up. Now, at the very bottom of Properties, you have a couple of these buttons. You're going to click on Image Trace and then choose Default. Okay, so that's going to trace it out. Basically, what we're trying to do is make this into a shape rather than a photo. Right now, we have a photo of a black blob. We're then going to hit Expand down here at the bottom. And now this is a shape. What I mean by that is if I come over with my white arrow and click on it, you can see all of the grabber handles, all the points, all the anchor points that run around this picture. That's what we need. We need it into a shape. So with my black arrow, I will come over and click on this and press Delete. Okay, what this is, okay. All right, if I come over, get my white arrow, click on the shape itself, we invert the colors. So right now we have a black fill with no stroke. I hit that double arrow. That's what we end up with, okay. So that's going to end up being our cut lines, but we have to offset these further away from where they're currently at. We select it, and remember, we're going to go, let's see what's going on here. There we go. All right, on this particular one, we can delete it. That's like the white outline that surrounds it. We only want to keep this part, okay? So we just wanted that outline. All right, so to offset the path that we have, we're going to go up to the Object menu, come down the path, and choose Offset Path. Object, Path, Offset Path. And when we do that, we can adjust this top number. Okay, how close or how far away do you want this offset path? That's for you to decide. You can't use the numbers that I'm using on the screen. Every image that you get from Google is going to be different. So you got to figure out what size is it that you need. Okay, I'm going to pick what I think looks right and hit OK. Now, at this point, we have two separate paths. One of them, okay, is the offset path. The other one is the original one. We need to merge those two together. So to merge those two together, we have to go to our Pathfinder. First, I'll take my black arrow, highlight both of them, and then over here on the right, I will open up Pathfinder. If you don't have Pathfinder, remember, you go up to the Window menu and come down to Pathfinder, like in the video yesterday. Okay, so Window, Pathfinder. Once you have that, you'll hit Unite. That combines both of those, so now you have one path, okay? And you would go through the process like we talked about yesterday and set the thickness of that line to 0.25. You'd have to set it as a cut line. If we go back to our layers now, okay, we go back to our layers palette and I turn on that picture of Kanye, look at what we have, okay? We have our photo of Kanye, and now we have that perfectly offset cut line that runs and surrounds the outside of this, okay? So if we zoom in a little bit, we kind of can see both, all right? So you really want to spend some time inside of Photoshop, getting your images cropped out exactly how you want them, okay? The more time that you spend, the better it's going to look, and then at that point, you literally can just highlight the whole thing, edit copy, switch over to your final layout that you're working on. Here's our Apple logos from yesterday. Okay. And then we can just grab the corner of this thing. All right. And go ahead and make that smaller. Okay. Okay. And if you wanted to make it even smaller, again, just grab that corner. Okay. And if you wanted to make a couple of them, just copy and paste them. Okay. And there we go. There's our Kanye stickers. All right. So easy process. You just got to follow the steps. All right. If you have any questions on what I just went over, pause, rewind. Okay. Check out the video. If you're still completely lost, I'm here to help you. All right. Hopefully that helps you create your stickers from Google image search or some other website that you're going to use. All right. Or you can stick with the ones from Seek Logo that we talked about earlier in the unit. All right. I hope you have a great day and I will see you in class. Talk to you soon.